Welcome back, everyone, to the second episode of Sanity Lost, the podcast where we're doing a homebrewed Call of Cthulhu campaign. I forgot the word for campaign. I am Itisdpayne, Dave, whatever. I am your keeper for tonight, and probably a lot of other nights. And with us we have our players. And as we introduce y'all, I want to know what is your most memorable scary movie experience? So, I have some fond memories of half of the people here, but maybe the scary movie that sticks out the most in your mind. You know what, Elizabeth, we'll give you some time because I can see what you're thinking.
This is a really hard question.
Yeah. So I'll ask John, because I know we've watched tons of horror movies over the years.
Yep.
What's one that sticks out, or maybe an event that sticks out?
Probably the one that I always go to is when we went and saw Sinister, because that ended up being one of my favorite scary movies. It was a movie that was very atmospheric for me. It was very intense, and so I think out of the majority of the ones that we've gone out to see at the theater, I think that was probably the most enjoyable, just because it actually elicited, scared feelings in me, which is pretty rare. I really don't get too scared at horror movies, but that one I was definitely feeling a certain way.
Yeah, I remember I wasn't feeling the whole thing, and then it got to the end, and in the end I'm like, okay, that's pretty good there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think I didn't see that in theaters. I think I saw that at over a friend of ours' house, Fetter's house.
What's that?
Insidious.
Insidious.
I don't think I saw Insidious in theaters.
Yeah, no, I didn't either.
But there's a lot of violin. I know that. How about you, Nite?
I don't tend to find most scary movies particularly scary, but the one that kind of pops in my mind that's not exactly a scary movie was Jurassic Park 2. There's the scene where they're coming up to the what would have been the visitor center and finding everything locked. They kind of they're trying to get out of this one tower spot and digging and digging and digging, and the velociraptors stick their nose in the hole where they're digging, and the entire theater jumped out of their seats when that happened. I know this because as I'm coming back down into my seat, I see everybody's heads in the theater dropping back down into their seats.
You were not alone.
And it's kind of a simple jump scare, but it was amusing in that sense, and even if it was kind of telegraphed a little bit, it was still amusing to see the whole theater jump.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised, and then it cut to a shirtless Jeff Goldblum just sitting there, just hands up, and everyone's like, "Oh!"
Second jump scare.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the last time I saw Jurassic Park 2. I don't remember the last time I watched Jurassic Park 1.
It's been a while.
Long time.
I watched them all.
I
think I watched all of them relatively recently with the new movie that just came out.
Right, yeah. Nice.
Every time I think of Jurassic Park, I always think, man. I think of the new movies, because that's, the newest one I think of. And there's just two things that always stick out. One is, man, women can run really fast in high heels.
They cannot.
The second is, what did that girl do to get the punishment worse than the actual villain and mean dude of the story? It's she got drowned, eaten, ripped apart by like 4 different dinosaurs, all because she was making sure the main character's kids were okay. It's like,
Right.
like who did she piss off like on set?
Yeah.
But yes.
Nice.
So, Elizabeth, I heard that you're an avid fan of the horror movies.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite genre. I actually feel like John probably could answer this question better than I can. When you asked, like, what was your question? What word did you use? I already forgot. A memorable.
Yeah, memorable.
That's such a hard word because memorable to me means terrible when you talk about horror movies. Not pleasant. So what comes to mind is the remake of the movie It, which was awful to sit through. Horrible. That movie was so painfully long, and it just got worse as you kept watching. And about an hour and a half in, I was like, I'm going to die. How much longer? And they were like, oh, another hour and a half. What? What is this insanity? That movie was so scary and so intense. And I have such complex feelings about it because I think it was an incredibly well done movie. Like, cinematically, it was so good. And the writers knew what they were doing to viewers. They knew how they were traumatizing them. And they put these, like, perfectly placed, hilarious moments. And then they would just smack you down and terrify you. And Dave, I think you were there for that one, weren't you?
I never saw it.
Oh, you weren't there for that.
feels-
He wasn't there on that one.
It feels so good with the book. I mean, it's not the same as the book, but it has a pretty good feel overall to the book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say what I do remember of my for anyone that would want to know how it's like to watch a horror movie with Elizabeth. It is she is very vocal through the whole thing, and you don't have to wonder what she is thinking. So I think my first experience was I think it was Us. Was it Us? Is that the movie?
Yeah.
If that was your first
Yes.
experience, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. And so like that was the first one, and then it's like because in my head, for most horror movies, I think very methodically and just like, okay, this is this next thing, and then like over to my left, I just hear, oh my goodness, what is that?
Don't go in there! Stop it! No!
Yeah,
You're
it's
stupid!
just like it's very much like the cartoons you see where someone in the crowd just says, "Don't open the door." That's pretty much what it's like.
I get very angry. I get very angry at characters in horror movies. What were we just watching? Stranger Things.
Yep.
Man. So angry at those characters? What are they doing? What are they doing?
Such
They
an
should know
enjoyable
better.
show. It's
It
such
is,
an
though.
enjoyable
I
show.
really enjoy it.
I never made it past season 1, so
Oh, man. We are in season 4, guys. Everyone watching, so you can put us in time. And man, did they turn it up this season.
yeah. By the time this comes out,
Yeah, it'll be old news. It'll be such old news.
yeah.
Now that we've dated
that's
this
my
recording
favorite thing.
session,
Yeah. Well, if we really want to date it, hey guys, how was your Amazon Prime Day? Your first Amazon Prime Day.
I've only gotten 20
Yes.
emails about that today.
Yeah. I was about to buy something yesterday, and then I was like, wait a second, I might get a deal. It only got like 10% off, and I'm like, better than nothing, because I was already planning on buying it. So
I haven't even looked.
I only looked because I was like, I want this thing, and then it was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, there's all that, and then I guess my most memorable horror movie experience is now I'm forgetting because there's a whole bunch of movies that came out at the same time with the first word Uninvited. I think that's what it was. With Liv Tyler
yeah.
and some dude, I can't remember his name.
We watched that, right?
I think on one of our like Halloween movie night.
Yeah,
fests,
okay.
like,
That sounds familiar.
So the movie itself didn't scare me. Like, I thought it's. I still enjoy watching the movie, even if I do think the last third of the movie is like, okay, this feels a little like stretching it out a little bit more than it probably would need to be. And so, but it was fun, and I watched it and I was like, okay, that's a nice fun twist. What really got me is when I went home that night. It was 1:00 in the morning. Where I used to live, it was like on a highway, and there was no cars, so it was deadly silent. It was in the middle of summer, and there was no bugs like making noises. There was the absence of sound as I got home.
Oh gosh.
And like I had to walk like between the house and the garage, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, man, this is really creepy and everything. And then I'm just like, someone's gonna pop out behind that corner, and no one did. Get in the house, everything. I go get ready for bed and all that, and then like I'm sitting there, I think reading something on my phone, and I don't even know if it was my phone, but anyway, I was reading something, and I thought I heard like creaking in the house that sounded like somebody walking. The thing is, like at that point I still live with my parents at that point, and so like, but it was so dead quiet that it sounded like there was footsteps, and like not so much like I could hear like thudding, but just like the wood creaking. And I'm like, and it got to the part where like I remember I have this big wooden stick, and I'm just like, I walk down to the hallway and I'm just like, if anyone's in here, you better leave or I was gonna beat you with this stick. And then I went back to bed and I fell asleep. To wake up the next day to tell my mom's like, oh, it was the movie, and I was like, yeah, it was this, and I told her what happened afterwards. And she's like, wait, what time was that around? And I said the time. She's like, well, I'm glad I didn't walk upstairs because I was getting up to go to the bathroom to get a drink of water or something. And it was right around that time. So, but she didn't hear me. So apparently I was threatening my mom's footsteps at 2:00 in the morning back when The Uninvited came out.
Good job.
Yeah.
No one was harmed. Physically, I don't know, maybe mentally.
A little mental scarring.
Still up for debate, but yeah, we're getting a peek into our spooky horrorness, like as I don't know, like we're right now in our own game. I feel like we're in that like early setting where like everything's like, oh, this is all nice and everything's nice and cool, and then you have that brat kid who's like, oh my god, what? And then everyone's like, no. And then the one's like, yes.
Yeah, we all know how I'm going to be playing my character. Yelling at all of you stupid ones for doing things you should not do.
Meanwhile, Caleb's just concerned about getting in trouble.
Yeah.
So, oops. I clicked something and then it all went away. Alright, so yeah. There we go. Once again, fighting with the music.
Always.
Okay. So, I guess a quick recap for anyone that missed I don't know why you came to episode 2.
Go back. Just go back.
And yeah, we're gonna warn you. This will make a lot more sense if you listen from the beginning. So, and there's only 2 episodes. This is number 2. So really, there's only one other episode.
You don't have that much.
Out.
It's like washing dishes. Just wash your dishes, and then you'll have a clean kitchen when you're done. Maybe I have a lot of dishes. 45 minutes is a lot of dishes. That just might be a commentary on our lives.
Or John just keeps adding. He's like, I found this one.
Here's another.
But yeah, so pretty much the whole recap is we met our heroes here, Caleb, Cora, and Percy. All all dressed up in their Halloween costumes. Excuse me. Of a painter for Cora, a baseball player for Percival, and a Amish vampire for Caleb. Someone's creative. Anyway, and they're all heading down to St. Ignace for their party, for the town-wide festival. And you guys kind of walk up and step into the main hall, and you're met with just music.
Ooh, it's a square dance.
Yeah, I typed in bluegrass party, and then these were the songs that came up. So, but yeah, so what you see is an assortment of booths and tables, and Sally looks at you guys and is like, "Okay, 2 hours. We'll make our rounds. You get whatever you need, and we'll meet back out front. Okay? Cool." And she just it's like. Come on, Charles, and I think that was his name.
Yes.
As I said that, I'm like, oh my goodness, my notes closed. So I'm like,
It was Charles.
Yes. And he's just like, let's go in. And so, and he's just you see him kind of tears welling up in his eyes, just like, help me. And as he gets pulled into the crowd. And so I ask you guys, I don't know, is there a booth or two that looks interesting? Well, what booth do you guys go up to?
You have to
and
paint.
You guys can all.
You have to paint the picture, Dave. What are we seeing?
What are some of the booths
we have?
I was just gonna say this was a little yes and. So I was just gonna say whatever. There's some game booths over there. There's some ones with kind of bake sale-esque stuff. There's another one over there that's got the 1924 equivalent of face painting.
Cora runs to that one right away.
Okay, so you run up there and you sit down. There's not a lot of people there, and there's an open chair and you sit down. And you are sitting across from Maura Hudson, who is she's not an older woman, but actually, yeah, to you she's old. She's a mother, and of someone that's already kind of grown up, and you heard rumors of, but you don't know her daughter too much. You just know that she is the she's married to Mr. Hudson, and they both run the diner that's in town. And now I gotta open up my notes and make sure I said the right thing. I know they run some form of establishment. I just gotta remember which one. Actually, I think I wrote it in here. Let's see. Yep, so she, you know that she's actually really good with her hands, and the Corfu, which is the diner with her husband, Dean Hudson. But yeah, she's actually Hispanic, which is not common for this area, and so she kind of speaks with a little bit of an accent, and there's and one of the other things that is no secret to the town, everyone would know that the Mora actually makes furniture on the side. So if that a lot of people have chairs or stuff where she'll fix stuff on her own. And she comes up and you see her and she's like, "Oh, hello." Oh man, I just realized I said an accent and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna butcher this. Why'd I even put this character in? But anyway. She's like, "Oh, there, Senorita, are you ready for, what do you want painted?"
Hola, Miss Hudson. I just learned that word at school today, was that right?
Yes, see?
That means hi.
Oh, well, hola to you, Miss Cora. I just realized I gave this person an Irish accent in 2 weeks. Hello there, I'm from Mexico, yes. Hi.
What do you think would look good on my whole face? Or when my whole face covered?
Oh, okay. I see you a painter.
Yes.
And let's see. And like she's kind of flicking through it, like kind of just thinking. Well, we could make you an animal painter. Would you want to be like a puppy dog or a tiger or?
Could you give me a butterfly mask?
I can do that. Yes. And she kind of starts pulling out her paints. Like, so what is your favorite color?
I think I love so many colors. Can you make it a rainbow butterfly?
Yes, I can do that. And like she kind of like starts going through her paints and starts going to work and everything. I think this is only fair. I gotta find out how well this is.
Oh no. So as she starts painting, so if we remember from last time, Cora's face is not in good shape. And so she starts like painting over the like irritated area, and like Cora like flinches. Like that like noise you make when you're in pain. And I imagine that Miss Hudson like pauses for a second, and Cora is like, no, keep going. And just, can you make it big enough that it covers this? And she like points to the scar that is really like wrapping around her whole face. Just make it so that I can't see it anymore. I don't want to see it.
I can do this, but are you embarrassed by this?
It's ugly.
It makes you distinct.
I don't want that.
And she kind of chuckles and like goes, "Don't worry. When I first moved to Americas, I thought the same thing. I couldn't speak English. I was in your Pittsburgh, and it wasn't until moving here that I felt accepted. And it might not make sense now, but don't worry. At some point, I think someone will see the true beauty behind you. In fact, I see it here. But if you want it covered, I can cover. And she. Okay. Well, it's not a great butterfly. And so she.
I don't think Cora even knows. Like, she's just like all in.
Yeah, it's more rainbow than butterfly. And so
it's a rainbow across my face.
Yeah, it's just like it's like, there you look very beautiful, and don't worry. What seems difficult or hard now, times change. Don't worry.
Thanks, Miss Hudson.
You're welcome. Okay, you have fun now, okay?
I will. And I bounce off back to the group.
Okay. So, how about you, Caleb? What are you looking for?
Caleb is scouting out the snacks and finds somewhere that has a bunch of cookies.
Alright. And you go up there, and there's like actually this man kind of selling cookies, and he's just like, "Yeah, Carl Giuseppe here. Just remember, I'm your mayor here." And he's like, "Well, hello there, little child. How you doing?"
I'm doing good. Can I get some cookies?
I can see what we got here, and you see like this kind of overweight, like dark-haired man that's just like it. Even though it's like the middle, like kind of getting close to winter and things are getting cold, he's still sweating. And he's just like, "Oh yeah, let me see here." And he's just like, "Okay, Oh, remind me, what's your name there, son?
I'm Caleb.
Caleb. Remind me of your last. What's your last name?
Winters.
Winters. Oh, yes, the Winters. They're some good family. That's a good family, and what kind of? Let me see. I got some chocolate chip here. I got some. I don't know. This looks like what is it? It's like white chocolate chips, and I think this one has a peanut in it.
It's one peanut.
Anyway, what are you looking for? Like, I got this. I don't know. There's some brownies over here. What do you need? What do you want? What would you like?
Can I get some chocolate chip cookies and some brownies?
I guess so. If I can get your vote in the upcoming election, eh?
Well, I'm not old enough to vote.
That's never stopped. Yeah, I'm just joking. Just remember, I'm here, the man who gave you this cookie, old Carl Giuseppe.
Can I get some for my friends too?
Yes. Here you go, my child. Here you go. As he kind of hands you the cookies, and he's just like, there you go. It's here's a little bit extra brownies and a little bit of this. I don't know what this is. It's you just have it, okay?
Hey, I take the cookies and wander back off, looking for where it is at, and find her at the as she's getting done with her face painting, just kind of looking over my shoulder at this weirdo.
What do you think? It's great,
that's
right?
It's really cool.
Can you tell what it is?
It looks like a rainbow.
It's a rainbow butterfly.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see that now.
Oh, good.
Look, I got you some cookies.
Thanks. What's that? What's that weird thing?
I don't know. The guy over there, he said he's a mayor. He was handing him out.
He's weird.
Yeah, he was kind of weird.
Yeah, and Mrs. Hudson looks over. He's like, I believe that's what they call the quiche.
Oh.
What
like
is
eggs?
it?
I don't know. I don't know who brought it. I don't eat that stuff.
My mom made a quiche once, and it had eggs in it.
It looks like it's spots of it. I don't know why they're bringing that up.
Cora takes
I have
it
some questions.
and like nibbles a bit of the front of it. What does it taste like?
It tastes like an average quiche. Like it's got the eggs and like maybe like you can taste a little bit of like some cheese. This is where I'm also wondering, like, I wonder if there was even quiche in 1924, but there is in this world. Dang it! Don't come at me with your histories, you nerds.
We invented it. We invented quiche.
Don't worry, I'm about to ruin a lot more history in a couple other sessions, so don't worry about it.
I just like how we're forcing you to describe this too.
Yeah.
What does quiche taste like? Here, Caleb, try some. It's good.
Yeah, it's like you can. Yeah, it's got like you can see like kind of bits of like kind of bacon in there and like it's got the eggs and a little bit of cheese kind of mixed in there, and like it actually tastes like it's not super sweet, but it's like it doesn't taste terrible either.
It's like breakfast in your hand.
Caleb kind of just nervously takes a bite and like, that's interesting.
Do you like it? Where's Percy?
I don't know. He kind of ran off. I didn't see where he went. We should probably find him.
Yeah, he's gonna burn something down.
So Percy, what are you doing?
Percy is also hitting up the food counters, but in a very different way than Caleb. He is trying to, sneak cookies. He's not paying for anything. He doesn't have any money. So he's just trying to sneak baked goods, fill in his pockets to, so he'll, have food for later. Just kind of, he's always looking for, potential food that he can grab and store. So he's just kind of making his way through the room, trying to keep unnoticed and, making little quick thefts of a little bit of food here and there.
All right. Well, I think you're gonna have to roll something for that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I wish I could just have a character sheet.
There is sleight of hand is a skill.
Yeah, I think that's what you're gonna be rolling. Oh, there we go. There's a character sheet right there.
Steal skill? No, I don't think so.
So, yeah. So you're gonna try to roll under.
Yep.
What? And then just for future reference, because I don't know if we said it for the spot hidden. Just say like your number. And by the way, anyone that succeeds at something, you're gonna mark that, because later when we go to level up and stuff, you can get more points on the stuff that you succeed at. So I think the only thing that was succeeded at was Percy's spot hidden roll.
How do we just keep tabs of that somewhere?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
there's
just
a-
keep tab.
There's a circle in
there's
the
like a little check
character
mark.
sheet. Yeah, there's like a circle you can click in the character sheet.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then there will be times when we can level stuff up.
Okay.
Yeah. Which leveling up is pretty fun. I was reading about that last night. So yeah, so roll sleight of hand.
Alright, my number for that is 50.
Alright.
And I rolled a... the 10 on the 100-sided die is 100, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Then I rolled a 104.
This seems, yeah, I guess. Yeah, so
Although it's, I don't know, is it?
no,
No.
that would be 14.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Because
Yep.
zero's
Yeah.
zero, yeah.
Yeah, it's 0. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it would be 9. Yeah, so
You're right,
14.
14. So that
14 under
succeeds.
50. Yep. Okay, and that might be a hard success if I remember correctly.
That's 1/5. Well, it's a little over 1/5.
That'd be hard, yes.
Yeah. So, no, you rolled in there. I'm like looking at this chart I have here, and that's only for like insanity. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah. So like you're just like kind of sneaking everything, and you're just like yeah, you're just getting everything. What?
Shoving food into pockets.
Yep, you definitely have like brownies and cookies and just like all these like delectables that are just there. Like you even got like some like apple cider donuts that it looks like Carl was like the greasy man that was handing Caleb stuff was just kind of like hoarding for himself later.
That's right. Getting the good stuff.
Yeah, and someone comes up behind you, is like, "Well, hello there, Percy. You having a good day now? You having a good night here?"
Percy kind of jumps a little bit, not thinking that anybody was watching him. So he kind of jumps and turns around and, looks accusingly at the person and is like, "I'm not doing anything."
I didn't say you were. And you see an older gentleman who is like, just has a smile across his face, kind eyes. Looks like his hair's starting to turn a little bit gray. And you recognize this as Mr. Hudson, Dean Hudson. He's like, "Well, we made some of this down at the diner. I hope you enjoy it. Here, what are you looking here for? Hold on, I got just the thing." And like just to let you know, like it doesn't seem like he's accusing you of taking or stealing anything right now.
Right.
And like he kind of like turns around and like before like if you even get the chance to think, he brings out like this Danish that has like kind of the fruit filling in the center, and like he's like, Ah, yeah, me and Maura made this this afternoon. It's just fresh. Here you go, son.
Percy darts out a hand and grabs it, kind of shoves it into his mouth and starts eating it before he can take it away, and gives like a mumbled thanks.
You're welcome. How's it taste?
Good.
Yeah, I think the same thing. You remind me of my daughter. Actually, I think she's coming back soon. But you wouldn't know her. Hey, but is there any? How you enjoying the night? I know you kind of squints his eyes a little bit. Like, you're not going to set anything on fire again, are you?
Percy shakes his head no, just kind of not meeting his gaze, continuing to eat his food, kind of uncomfortably shifting his weight back and forth and sort of nervously looking for a way that he can escape this conversation.
And he's like, yeah, it was an exciting time, but no one wants to talk to an old man like me. And like he kind of looks like he kind of is observing. And he's just like, this is when son, if you ever need something, you're always welcome to come down to the Corfu and we can help you out. All right? You run along now.
Percy just kind of nods his head a little bit and scurries back off to the group of kids. And then as he walks up, he sees Cora and the face paint that she has, and he says, "What happened to your face?"
Oh,
Percy,
bad?
be nice.
She's got stuff on her face. What happened?
I asked Miss Hudson to make it pretty.
Make what pretty?
My face. You know my face is ugly. I wanted it to be pretty for a night.
Your face is fine. You don't need anything on it.
Percy, that might be the nicest thing you've said ever. Are you going soft?
No, I mean, look what you went and did to it. Now you look like you shoved your face in mud.
Mud! It's a rainbow. I look like a very stylish artist.
I guess I would also just to say, Maura rolled a 90-something on that face paint.
I can't see it though. I don't know what it looks like.
It wasn't a 96, so it was like just 2 points shy of being an absolute critical fail. But
Percy looks at Cora and he says, "All I'm gonna say is just stay away from mirrors."
You kill all the fun. All the fun. What are you eating?
I still
Did
think
you
it
steal
looks good.
that? Aw, thanks, Caleb.
No, it was given to me. Thank you very much.
Can I have some?
No.
Do you want quiche? I have quiche.
What's quiche?
It's breakfast
Just try it.
that you
Just
can
try it. It's
hold
good.
in your hand. Try it.
Alright. Percy holds out his hand for a piece.
Just like break it off and like give it to him.
And he shoves it in, chews it up real fast, and swallows it, and is like, "It's fine.
It's so good. What do you have?
Just a Danish.
Can I try some?
It's almost gone anyway. You can have the rest of it."
Oh, thanks. Take it. Like, nibble it. She's a nibbler. Ooh, that's so good. Did Mr. Hudson make that? It tastes like Mr. Hudson's diner.
Percy just kind of shrugs and is bored with the conversation. He looks at Sally and he says, "Is it time to go yet? What are we doing?"
oh, they weren't even there.
Oh,
We're
Good,
supposed
we're
to,
Sally.
then he does not do that.
Yeah, like you say, like I guess.
I mean, I guess I could just kind of look around and be like, where's Sally and Charles?
Yeah, you see-
I'm bored.
Yeah, so just scanning through like the crowd and everything, you kind of see them over at one of the games. It looks like kind of like a ring toss style game. You just see the two of them kind of just standing there.
Percy,
Well, not just standing; they're playing.
They're playing the game. Yeah.
Yes, they're playing.
Percy, I got brownies. Do you want a brownie?
Yes.
Yeah. Caleb hands
Caleb.
Percy a brownie. One of the brownies.
Cora clocks that Percy literally is overflowing with cookies and cakes. Like, it's not, I'm imagining it's not hidden well.
No.
He's wearing baseball pants. Those don't have pockets.
Sure, but
Percy takes the brownie. Percy takes the brownie and just starts eating that as well.
Percy, you need to
Mom?
share. Look at how much stuff you have. How did you get all that stuff?
I found it.
Percy. Did you steal it?
No, I said I found it.
did you find it on tables that you weren't supposed to take it from?
If people want to leave stuff out on tables, it's not my fault that they're not watching.
That's stealing. That's exactly what stealing is.
It's putting food to better use. They're just leaving it sit out on the table, and the flies are gonna get in it, and it's gonna be gross. So, I'm doing them a favor.
Well, you better share. That's a lot of food. You're gonna get a stomach ache. That's what my mom says.
It's a party. You could just ask and they'd give it to you anyway. The mayor gave me all of this stuff.
Yeah, I don't know that I trust the mayor.
Yeah, I don't like the mayor. He looks sick all the time.
I mean, he's really weird, but he did just give me all this stuff. He just said I had to vote for him, but I don't know what that means.
I think my mom votes. I don't know what that
Voting's
is.
something dumb grown-ups do.
Let's go get Sally.
Yeah, I want to go in the woods.
I don't, but let's go get Sally.
So, yeah, if you make your way over there, it looks like they just finished their game, and they're like, "Hey guys, are you ready?"
No. Are you sure?
Yes.
Sally, do we have to do this?
No one's making you go.
Well, you can't leave me here by myself. That's no fun.
Well, then it sounds like you're gonna join us. Look, we'll be in and out. No one will know.
We should tell
Wait. In? What do you mean in? I thought we were just going to look.
Yeah, no, into the woods. Come on, Caleb. Like, you don't walk outside the wood. You walk into the woods.
We're not going in the cabin, right? We're just gonna look at it.
We're gonna look at the cabin, maybe.
No.
Well, don't worry. We're not gonna go inside. I won't make anyone go inside that doesn't want to. So we're just gonna go up, look at Cutter's cabin, and then we're gonna head out. No big deal.
Easy peasy.
Hey. So, if we're all good here, look at what Charles found, and he holds up this, an ancient looking flashlight. He's like, I remember my dad left it here when he was doing some work at the church, and well, he forgot about it, but now we have some light.
Does it work?
Yeah, it kind of needs to it works for a couple minutes and then kind of shuts off for a little bit, but it will come back on. It's you just got to give it time.
Okay.
Look, we even have a flashlight. There's nothing to be scared of.
Except for the ghosts.
Their ghosts aren't real.
You don't know.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay, so
Yeah, see, Caleb knows. Caleb wants to go.
yeah.
I just want to get
ready?
I just want to get it over with, so before we get in trouble.
We're not gonna get in trouble. Okay, let's just go. Look, no one's looking. Let's head out. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. Everyone, why don't you make I think it's a stealth check. Make a stealth check. Actually, I think this is gonna be a group event. So who has the lowest stealth?
I have 40.
I have 50.
Caleb is not very sneaky. He's only got 20.
All right. If I remember correctly, and for anyone that is listening to this and you're like, that's not it, we'll make sure we get this right. But I believe since this is a group challenge, I think the person with the lowest percentage rolls for the whole group. So
this is gonna go
Good
really well.
Yep.
Well, as it happens, 14 under the 20. So it is a success.
there you go. See? And so you guys are able to sneak out right away, and as you guys are kind of sneaking towards the woods and out of the building, like, you hear the room kind of get a little bit quiet as you're just hearing like, well, hello y'all, I'm Reverend, I forgot his last name, Reverend Bailey here, and I'm just glad to have you guys all here and just accepting me first year here. And as like he kind of just fades out as looks like he's getting ready just to kind of give a little bit of a speech, and as you guys run out of or sneak out and head towards the trail behind the church into the woods.
Well, good, we got out there just in time.
We missed the proselytizing.
Yeah, and well, you know what? That's a good part, looking at the time. Like, as the festivities continue and the people are talking, you guys head into the woods as it grows darker and darker. And you know what? We'll find out next time what happens in the woods.
Cliffhanger.
Bye.
That was actually a really creepy bye. Bye.
Intentionally.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you guys, and thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next week.
Until next time.
See you next time.